a little bit different in terms of knowing it's going to be the last one, but how that felt going in and how they performed.
I mean, it's been a really interesting season for us. You know, we've been competitive in basically every match, every set that we've played. Just haven't really found the way to win yet, and there's probably a lot of reasons for that. But it's definitely not for lack of leadership. And Ronika and Willow have definitely provided that for us, and they've obviously made their mark on the program. Willow surpassed 1,000 kills with tonight. Ronika's already done that. Ronika became the all-time hitting percentage leader in the program's history. That's amazing, and is already the block assist leader. I mean, so from a volleyball standpoint, they've done, you know, they're two of the all-time best in our program's history, which is incredible. But just the women that they've become, just listening to them, if you can remember 4 years ago, it's just completely different. I mean, shockingly different. You know, shockingly different. And so, you know, it's just amazing, like a proud papa, you know, just watching your kids grow up. And so that's really cool. And then just to see how much their teammates love them and care for them and admire them, and just the role models that they've become for them, and so many young girls in the audience. You know, the line for autographs is huge, and they just really want Ronika and Willow's autograph, and that's just a really powerful thing. And they've worn that really well. And we have some amazing female role models at the school. As athletes and as administrators, and so they're just surrounded by great examples, and there are two more of them. You know, so for us, you know, I'm just really proud of them in the season that they've had, and they fought through everything. And obviously, it was disappointing for us to not keep playing. We've definitely had our chances; it was our undoing. But I don't think they could have done any more. And our young kids are really learning, and I think they're learning what it means to be a Duck and be a student athlete.
Besides those two, your whole team's coming back next year. How do you feel your next year's team kind of closed out this year's season?
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, they mentioned Carson. Like, Carson is just really becoming a stud, which like, so many of them, the potential is just huge. It's just a matter of, you know, when are things going to click. And generally, it's not physical with this group. It's really, it's emotional, you know, being able to handle pressure, being able to handle spotlight, having thousands of people watching you, having expectations, you know, all those things. I think that's kind of been the bigger thing for this younger group, which is exactly what Ronika and Willow dealt with when they were freshmen. But just because there's so many of them, they can't hide so much. They have to perform. Like, we really needed Carson to go 11-0-19 tonight and have 7 blocks. Like, we needed that. If we don't beat USC last weekend, if Carson doesn't make the big kill and the big block to end it. So I think they've had to perform. They've had to step up. So I think it's been really cool to see that. It was fun watching Taylor Williams really grow. The last couple of weeks, I think something clicked with her, and she's growing up really fast, which is cool because we've just been really on her, trying to get her to understand things, and resistant, and then all of a sudden something clicked somewhere, and now you just see kind of a completely different kid, you know, growing up and taking on a role that's important for us. She had some great kills tonight, really important blocking against their really nice hitter, Haley Bennett. And then had great service runs. I mean, she hasn't served all season. She goes back there and has some great runs to give us the lead, and really widen the gap in the fourth set, and played some good defense. And so all those things are really good. Morgan Lewis has been great. The last 3 matches have been amazing for us, or last 2 matches has been amazing for us. And wasn't her best offensively tonight, but did a lot of other nice things. And the setters are both freshmen, and Georgia's the libero, kind of playing with one arm all season. Has been incredible. Brooke Nuneville does everything. You know, and so she's so special. She's 3 digs away from 1,000 already as a sophomore. You know, and made some big kills for us and some nice blocks tonight. And then getting Taylor Borat back, I think, is something that's going to happen, and I think she's going to be a big-time player for us. Again, we were so close all year. Just having her, or just having Alex Leita as another defensive presence, just one of those things would have made a really big difference for us. So things sometimes don't go your way. I told this team earlier before the match, I just said, you know, we had a nice run last year, and that felt really good. But I really think we can grow so much if we're able to get through this and learn from the disappointments of this, and just how hard we're going to have to work and how much we're going to have to grow. And you can remember this. Remember the feeling of going through what we went through this year and how hard it was to win a game. You know, kind of starting over with this group. And so for them, really getting them to grow and buy into that, and a lot of nodding heads really starting to understand that. So I hope that really catapults us and our work ethic, and, you know, what we're going to fight for to be Ducks over the next few years.
Coach, you mentioned that there were a lot of runs, or a lot of big service runs in this match. How important was the momentum that you guys came from some of those big points, kind of important in driving during
Yeah, so I mean, generally with most teams you play, there's like a week rotation that they have or we have. And so sometimes it just comes down to who can score the most in some of those weaker rotations, who can take advantage of that. And, they had some weaker rotations just because of injuries and health issues. So maybe they didn't have their best, and kind of same for us. So I think it was really important that we had good servers going back in those rotations, and we were able to get runs, and that just kind of made the difference because the better rotations, we were kind of neutral. So yeah, again, Taylor Williams was one of the ones that went back there. Willow went back there and served, keeping Kylie in the front row. I thought Willow did a really nice job. So a few different people went back there and got us some separation that we really needed to get the sets.
Any other questions?
Thanks, guys.